Man, I don't know about you guys, but these at-home workouts, man, they're kicking my butt. Hello and welcome back, YouTube family, all three of you. Anyway, guys, man, we gotta talk. We gotta talk for a minute because my idea getting into these cutting vlogs, my idea was to record. Okay, I was gonna record Saturday, Sunday, and through the week, and on Fridays finish all the recordings, and then on Saturday start putting the video together, finish it on Sunday, upload it Sunday night, so that you guys would have a new video every Monday morning, and it will cover like a whole week. Now what happened, you guys saw what happened with the first one. The video got super long, and I think that method is just not gonna work. So here we are. This is should be the first clip for Cutting Vlogs, episode 5. Okay, so on 4, okay, which I thought I would get a whole week done, but today is only Tuesday, and yesterday, I started looking at all the clips and all the stuff, and I realized that it was gonna get too long. I think I have enough to make at least like a 30-minute long video, and I don't even want it to be that long. So I'm gonna have to edit some stuff out. I'm gonna make it shorter, and I don't know, get it to like about 20 minutes or something. I think that's pretty reasonable. So I don't think that there's any way that I can do the whole entire week of recording. Okay, do a whole 7 days into one video and make it short and make it somehow coherent and make the clips like make sense. If not, I think what's gonna happen is you're gonna have like, Saturday's meal, Sunday's meal, Monday's meal, cut, a bunch of 2-minute clips of just the food and nothing else, and we can't talk, it just doesn't work. So what I'm gonna do is keep an eye on the clips. When I have enough to do like at most a 30-minute video, I'll wrap it up, and then the next Cutting Vlogs will just continue. I'm gonna keep always recording, okay? But it's just not gonna be like a whole week in every video, because it's either too long or the clips are just chopped up and like condensed into like makes no sense, and it's not gonna work. So I think the Cutting Vlogs 4 is gonna end with the clip of me. I believe it should be, the last one should be the clip of me talking at work. I had just gotten to work, and I'm telling you guys that I had tried to go look for some food on the weekend, and I went to like 3 different markets. They were all packed. They had lines outside. They're not letting everyone into the market at the same time, which is a good thing. But it was too much for me, man. I still have food here. I'm pretty much tired of chicken breast. I've been having so much chicken breast. I'm ready to make something new. So luckily, last night I tried again. I went to the market, and I want to thank Winn-Dixie, man. Thank you guys. It was not packed. It was not overwhelming. They were fully stocked. I mean, fully stocked. So I was able to buy a whole bunch of things that I want to show you guys. So that's where I'm going to start right now. Today is Tuesday. Right now it's Tuesday evening. We just got back from our walk, and in a little while I'm going to be cooking something for dinner. I think I know what I want to make based on my calories that I have left over and my macros that I want to hit today. I think I have it all figured out, and I'll show you guys that on the next clip. But right now, let me show you some of the things I got. Now, some of these things I've showed you guys before, some are new, and when I actually cook them, okay, when I get around to cooking these things, you will see them, what they look like and all that stuff. I'll try to talk a little bit about how it is that I made them and all that good stuff. So let me show you some of the things I got. Okay, guys, so I went and got a few things that I want to show you guys. And again, as I start cooking all this stuff, you will see what I do with them. I was finally able to get some fresh vegetables. So once again, I got some fresh cauliflower and broccoli. I got spaghetti squash. I got butternut squash. I'll show you guys all that in a second. But let's talk about the food yesterday. I have a couple notes here in front of me. So yesterday I didn't record much because I had to get out to the market and bring all this stuff home, and it just took too long. Plus, remember, I'm working. So, you know, I was able to finally get to the grocery store, get all the stuff, and I didn't record anything at night. You know, after I finished my workout and all of that, and then I ate, it was too overwhelming yesterday. So now today's Tuesday, I got all the food home. Again, I did my at-home workout. We went for a walk, and I'm gonna be cooking in a second, and I'll show you guys later. I'll show you guys dinner. So yesterday I had my regular breakfast, the regular lunch. I had a couple little apples like always. So all of that is the normal stuff, like I said, you know, the same thing. For dinner I had, again, chicken breast. This is what I've had. Thank God I had a lot of chicken breast in the freezer. So I had half a pound of chicken breast, so 8 ounces of chicken breast. And again, when you weigh meats and you enter them into MyFitnessPal, you're supposed to enter it raw. So I never do that. I don't cook, I don't, you know, start weighing raw meat and all that stuff. I'm not about to. So I weigh the food as I put it on the plate, I weigh it. So what I do is I will add whatever amount of protein I'm gonna have, and then I will multiply whatever it weighs. I'll multiply it times 1.3, and that's about how much you lose to the cooking process, about 30%. So, you know, give or take, that's gonna get you right in the right ballpark. So basically 6 ounces of cooked is the same thing as 8 ounces raw, pretty much. Okay, so that's how I do it. So I'm saying 8 ounces of chicken breast, it was really 6 ounces, but I entered it into MyFitnessPal as 8 ounces, and that's how I tracked it. Because if I would have weighed it raw, that's what it would have been. Okay, that's what it would have been. So it's still a whole bunch of food. So I had that. I had the chicken breast. I had 1 serving of mixed vegetables. I had 1 serving of beets again. I had 10 saltine crackers. So instead of making like rice or grits or any of that stuff or potatoes, I just had some saltine crackers. Okay, so including the saltine crackers and all of that, it added up to 470 calories. Okay, so that was some vegetables, just a few crackers and chicken breast. Okay, after that I made hot chocolate. Yeah, don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. Once I tell you. Once I tell you how I make that, you're gonna be like, oh, man, you know, guys, if you want to diet, man, especially if you want to get really lean, okay, if you want to get shredded, you're gonna have to cut some calories, like big time, and you're gonna have to find ways of, you know. All right, anyway, forget all that. You're gonna have to make some sacrifices. So this is how I make hot chocolate, okay? 4 ounces of skim milk, which is already kind of watery, and then 8 ounces of water. Okay, so and then to that, the protein that I use for whenever I want to do something with chocolate is this one. Okay, Optimum Nutrition, Gold Standard, 100% whey, and this is the chocolate malt flavor. Okay, chocolate malt. This stuff is awesome. Okay, so try that. They sell it everywhere. So yeah, I made hot chocolate. So basically you put the protein, and by the way, on that amount of liquid, I use half a scoop, only half a scoop, because I like to finish my first cup, and then I make a second cup, and then I have the second half of the scoop. Okay, so I end up having a full scoop. If you want to make the whole thing with, you know, with the full scoop, I'm sure it'll probably taste better, more chocolatey, but it's less quantity. So it's a give and take. It depends what you want to do, you know. So if I would have wanted to have something cold, I would have made my smoothie, or I would have made that protein pudding with the same chocolate protein. And I showed you guys how to make that previously in my videos. But if I want something hot, a lot of times that's what I would go for, the hot chocolate. So again, 4 ounces of skim milk, 8 ounces of water, and half a scoop of the chocolate protein, and then some stevia to sweeten it to whatever it is you like. Okay, so I always make 2 cups. So it's that cup that I have in the morning, is 2 of those full to the top. When I want something sweet at the end, but I want something hot, that's usually my go-to. So that ends up being very little calories. I mean, it's 1 cup of skim milk, which is like 90 calories, 80, 90 calories, depending. I don't know, some brands, they put it on the label as 80, some put it as 90, whatever. And the scoop of protein is usually about 120, depending on the chocolate protein that you use. So it's very little calories, and I get a whole bunch of, it's 2 cups. It's a lot of. It's actually 3 cups because it's 24 ounces. So anyway, that was the end of the day. I ended with 1,808 calories. Okay, so 1808. So right towards the bottom of where I want to be. And if you notice, most of the time I'm staying towards the bottom because I'm not that hungry yet. It will happen. I think only once I went over so far. I've been keeping my calories right under control. I've been keeping a log of everything I'm eating. I'm putting it into my FitnessPal. You don't have to track in order to diet, okay? You don't have to track. But if you don't, it's going to be very difficult, especially if you never tracked before. Like, for me to maintain, I can do it without tracking, and I probably won't gain too much weight, or I can pretty much tell what's going to be happening because I have the experience, and I know what the quantities are supposed to look like. I know how many calories are in different things. I know what to go for. But if you've never done it, a good idea is to just track for a while. Okay, so today I explained a little bit more about the process. Maybe we'll get a little bit more deeper into it as we go. Anyway, I showed you that chocolate protein. I'm not sure if I had shown you that before. Oh, here's another one that I really, really like, is the Ghost cereal milk. Okay, this stuff is really good, man, with the oatmeal, or just, to make protein shakes, to put it in smoothies. It's awesome. So that's another real good one. And what else? Okay, so tonight I'm going to be making spaghetti squash. Okay, it's this thing here. If you guys never made spaghetti squash, I'm going to show you what that looks like tonight. I'm going to put probably 2 servings of lean ground turkey that I bought at the market. This one is 98% fat-free, 98% fat-free ground turkey. So probably I'm going to make 2 servings of that with half that spaghetti squash. It turns out to be a lot of food. So it does look like spaghetti. It kind of feels a little bit like spaghetti, and it's a little bit sweeter than like regular spaghetti noodles, okay? So try it. It's awesome. You can eat it right out of the thing. Maybe tonight I'll try to, but the thing is, if I load it up with too many things, it doesn't fit into the vegetable itself. So then I have to scoop it all out and put it on a plate. But that stuff, as soon as you cook it, and I cook it in the microwave, okay? I wrap everything in like wet paper towels, stick it in the microwave, and I've already figured out like how long to cook it until it's ready. Half a spaghetti squash that size is probably gonna take about 7 minutes, the same like a potato. So you wet it and you wrap it in the paper towels, nice and wet. You put it in the microwave and it'll kind of steam in there for like 7 minutes. After it's cooked, you run a fork through it and it's gonna turn into spaghetti. It's that easy. And then you either scoop it out, or you can add the sauce right there, the meat right there, whatever you want to top it with right there, and eat it right from the shell. Okay, it'll come completely out, everything. So it's either way if you want to eat it like that or put it on a plate. So I'm gonna top it with some cooked mushrooms and onions, which I just bought fresh ones. I'll make mushrooms and onions, spaghetti sauce. I just try to look for the spaghetti sauce with the least calories, and that's the one I get. So I'll probably put 1 serving of whatever spaghetti sauce and some fat-free cheese on top of everything. And that's gonna be dinner tonight. After that, if I'm still hungry, I'll either, again, make the hot chocolate or that pudding or the smoothie or one of those things to finish off the night and call it a day. So let me show you what the other things look like. Oh man, guys, this is one of the secret weapons right here. How do you even say this stuff? Shirataki? Maybe shirataki noodle? Oh man. This is like spaghetti as well, okay? This probably has even less calories than the spaghetti squash, and that already has like almost nothing. But when you make this whole bag, okay, you make it just like spaghetti. You put it in hot water, and it only takes a couple minutes though. I don't remember, I have to read the label, I don't remember. I made it a while back. But this stuff is, I don't know what it's made out of. I think it says tofu, but I don't know. It has very, very little calories. The whole entire packet has 20 calories. And this will make you a huge bowl of spaghetti, okay? When you top it with some stuff, it ends up being a big old bowl with 20 calories. It's unbelievable. So I'm gonna make this thing another day. Today I'm going for the spaghetti squash. Okay, then I have, like I said, I got some fresh produce. I got some cauliflower. I'll show you guys when I make it. Okay, and here is the butternut squash. Okay, they sell this everywhere. And again, same thing like the spaghetti squash. Just cut it in half, wrap it up in some paper towels, put it in the microwave, 6-7 minutes, whatever it is, and it's ready. Either that or get yourself a little steamer. I've showed it before on my videos, the little microwavable steamer, and it'll work the same way. But then you gotta clean the steamer. So I rather, sometimes I'd rather sacrifice some paper towels than have to actually clean the steamer. The end result will be the same, okay? And I got some broccoli, some fresh broccoli. So there's some other things too. Like I said, I got the onions and mushrooms, and there's a few other items, nothing too exciting. But as I cook some of these things, I'll show you guys. I'll show you what that looks like. And this will be, like I said, probably the first clip of the next video, which will be Cutting Vlogs 5, I believe. So it'll start on Tuesday. I just told you guys what I had on Monday. I didn't film much because I had to go to the market and do all that stuff. So I'll keep these videos again around 20 minutes. If that gets a whole day in there, or 2 days, or 3 days, or whatever it is, depends how many clips I have and if I was talking a lot and explaining some things, and we'll see what happens. And I'll see you guys later on tonight for dinner. Alright, so there you have it, guys. You can see half I already scooped out the seeds and all that stuff that's there in the middle. See, you gotta get all of that out. You just get it out with a spoon. It's very easy. So I rinse it off afterwards. Now I wrap them up in wet paper towels. They go in the microwave for about 7 to 8 minutes. As soon as you put a fork to it and it starts to turn to spaghetti, then you know it's done. It will be very soft at the end. Oh man, starting to smell good. Okay, so you see I just wrap it up in paper towels, nice and wet. And it had some water inside as well. Oh, I see, I gotta get a couple little more seeds out. But anyway, as soon as it's done, okay, so as soon as it's done, you run a fork through it and you see it turns into spaghetti. Okay. And the consistency is similar, very similar. So once you put your sauce and ground beef or whatever it is you're gonna put in it, some cheese, awesome. So if you put it on a plate, that's what it looks like plain. Now that's very little, that's not even half of one. I'm cooking the other half in the microwave now. And just so that you guys know, it took a little bit longer than I thought. I had to give it 8.5 minutes. So when it's done, it's really, really soft. So you put your fork to it and it's right away, you could tell it's really soft and it turns to spaghetti like that. Okay, so there you have it. 1 serving of sauce, 1 serving of cheese, the mushrooms and onions. I got the ground beef, ground turkey right here on the side. There's nothing there but seasoning. It's just with seasoning. And that's a mountain of spaghetti squash. I mean, this is a big plate. So, and there's almost no calories on there. I'll tell you guys later how many calories this whole thing is, but I have to put it into my FitnessPal. So the ground turkey is 6 ounces, and like I said, I will track that as 8 ounces. And I haven't talked to you guys about this bad boy here. But oh man, if you haven't tried it yet, Coke Zero Cherry Vanilla, awesome new flavor. Alright, so I still had all of that spaghetti squash left over there. And I had a huge amount. My wife had a little bit. And let's see if it focuses on there. But you can see my calories for the day is 1409, so I gotta eat something else. I'll wait a while, but I'm super full. And I have 522 was dinner, and all the spaghetti squash was like 90 calories. I think you could see it there, was 94 calories. So that was dinner. I'm probably gonna have something for dessert, like the smoothie or something like that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, it is a Wednesday night right now, and I'm getting ready to put dinner together. For today, I've had my lunch and breakfast, all that stuff, snacks, everything was the same as always. Right now for dinner tonight is going to be a flatbread pizza. I've showed you guys this before, I've made them before. You can top these things, or at least what I like to do is either some kind of marinara or pizza sauce, or in this case tonight I'm going to use barbecue sauce, which is right there. This is a sugar-free barbecue sauce. It is very low in calories. Let me see if I can turn the bottle around here. This thing is 10 calories. 10 calories for 2 tablespoons. So I'll probably use like 2 servings for the pizza. So about 20 calories. And I'm gonna put some hot sauce and a little garlic powder and some Italian herbs right there. That's to top it off. I'm also gonna use mushrooms and onions. And the ground turkey that I made yesterday. And by the way, that spaghetti squash I showed you guys, man, that came out really, really good. You guys gotta try that. It really is good. And tonight is gonna be a flatbread pizza. So let's see how this turns out. I'll show it to you in a minute. Okay, so step number 1, put the flatbread in the toaster oven and get it somewhat toasted. Now we're gonna top it with the sauce, the cheese, the meat, the veggies, all that stuff. And I'll show you guys when it comes out of the toaster. Alright, so that's after the sauce and the ground turkey. The turkey I heat up before putting it on the flatbread. That was already somewhat hot, because once it goes back in the toaster oven, it's only gonna take maybe 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and I don't want the turkey to still be cold. So now I'll top it with the rest of the stuff and show you what that looks like. Okay, there it is, all topped. It's ready to go back into the toaster oven. 2 servings of cheese, 2 servings of sauce, 4 ounces of the lean ground turkey, and about 40 grams of mushrooms, I think it was. So that's it. Gonna go back into the toaster oven, and I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so there's the end product. You see it there. Okay, all topped off. Let me show you what these macros are for this. Alright, you see it there where it says dinner, 374. There's 374 calories in this, and a ton of protein. I mean, this thing is like, and let me see, my total calories for the day is what, 1633. Okay, so after I finish this, I'll have one of my things that I like to eat for dessert, and I'm gonna enjoy that. And you guys see that for that's usually what 1 slice of regular pizza is. And you can eat all of that. It's a whole bunch of food, tastes great. You guys gotta try it. That's all the ingredients there, plus whatever protein you want to put on it. And again, just pizza sauce, any kind of marinara, or try it with barbecue. I think it's a good choice, and it's very low in calories. All right, I'm gonna enjoy this, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Why is it hard on my own road? Why am I not like her? A bit more so. Why must the curtains come down? Why must the curtains come down? Softness now. In the end,
Okay, so I'm gonna wrap up the video right here. We'll continue the story next week. Please give the video a like, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already.
Why is it hard on my own? Why is it hard on my own? Why am I not like her? A bit more Why must the curtains come
I'm gonna leave you with these images from around town. I'm pretty sure that you guys are ready to get back out there and start enjoying life. So let's just hope this whole lockdown thing and all this tragedy that's going on with all these people getting sick and dying, hopefully all of this will be over soon and we can get back out there and start enjoying life again. I'll see you guys next week.